Hello beautiful people, welcome to Julie Onyando's Take again. If you are new here, karibu, karibu, karibu. If you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate that. Now, today I'm going to talk about the requirements you need in order to be admitted in a nursing school here in Germany.
We touch, we break, make it seem like we feel the same. We love what we hate. We lie, but we know we can't. Why do it doesn't?
Last time I was here, I talked about how I got into the German market, German job market, and under the comments, somebody asked me, what are the requirements of getting into nursing school? Because I talked about how I got into the practicum for nursing. I'll put that video here or here. Now, I would like to dedicate this video to Kelly Sands at Afro Germany. Please make sure you check her out. She does a lot of videos, nice videos about Germany, about Kenya, about cities in Germany, life with her son in general. Just make sure you check her out. Support her as much as she supports other people. Now, getting to business. What do you need in order to get into a nursing school in Germany? First and foremost, I have to say the best thing or the good thing about getting into the German nursing school is there is no age limit. People as young as 17 or 16 can do the I think 16, no, I think 17 can do the Ausbildung from 16 to 50 something. I remember when I was doing the Ausbildung, the youngest in my class was, no, she got her ID actually just before we finished. So she was around 16 when we started. And the oldest was 51. That one I cannot forget because she was the oldest, and I was like, oh, yeah. I felt old because I was 30 something when I was doing my Ausbildung. So about age limit, there is no age limit. Number two is about the language. For nursing, you need a minimum of B1. Now, let me not even talk about nursing. Whatever job you're looking for in Germany, you need to learn the language. Make sure you learn the language. If you're thinking of whichever job it is, first of all, before you start thinking about that job you're going to do, think of the language, do the language. Back to nursing, you need B1. Some will ask you for B2, but mostly B1 is enough to get you to the nursing school, because of course you have to be able to communicate to your patients, you have to be able to communicate to your doctors, you have to be able to understand the symptoms of your patients or whatever it is that's going on in their lives. It's a social job, so there is a lot of communication, and yes, you need to have these language skills. So the next thing you need is a minimum of all levels. I don't know what's the equivalent of all levels in other countries, but if I'm talking about Kenya, that is KCPE. I believe nothing has changed. Yeah, that is KCPE. Don't mind about your grades, don't mind about what you got in biology, because that's what most people think. I also thought the grades are arranged according to how you performed in your science subjects, which is relevant. As long as you have your KCPE, you can enter into the nursing school. Now, like I said, this is based on the Kenyan educational system. I don't know about the other countries. I'm assuming that is the all level is the same in every country. I have no idea, but that's what I'm assuming. You can gauge that depending on where you're coming from. And if you went to college, if you did college in Kenya or whatever it is you did in Kenya, make sure all these documents are translated into German. For your O-level certificate, you need to have that anerkannt. What is anerkannt? The equivalent of that in German. There is an office that are responsible for having your certificates qualified to the German equivalent. Now, this process takes a while. It can take up to 6 months, it can take less. And with the corona time right now, I'm assuming it can take longer. So if you have these papers ready and you're thinking about doing this Ausbildung or studying nursing in the near future, you might as well just see that your papers are already there, because that takes a while and it costs you nothing to have your papers ready to go when you need them last minute. So yeah, like I said, age is not a question. About the language, you need B1 or B2, also a minimum of B1. You need a minimum of O levels. You need all your documents translated in German, and of course diese Anerkennung. Now the next thing, when you have all these documents in place, now you need to go to a nursing home or a hospital and apply for a position to do nursing in their hospital or in their school. When you're doing this Ausbildung, you apply to your employer, not to the school, but to your employer. It's your employer who will tell you which school you'll be going to. So you go to an employer. Personally, I would suggest, if you want to do this Ausbildung, first of all, go and apply for a practicum. The reason why I would say go and apply for a practicum, the good thing about it, number one, it gives you the opportunity to get into the job itself and see if it's something for you. That is number one. Number two, it gives your hopefully future employer a chance to see you in the field, to see to gauge you. That is different from when you're just sending your application to somebody who's never seen you in the first place. An application for an Ausbildung, that's what I mean. So if you're sending an application for a practicum, which is basically you just going there, you're not going to be paid or anything like that. Mostly it's like 2 weeks. You're giving this potential employer or potential whoever who will give you a chance to do this nursing school an opportunity to have first-hand one-on-one with you. Once you get a practicum place and you're done with the practicum, that is the time where you can come with your letter again, motivational letter, and say, hey, I would like to do the Ausbildung. Do you guys have a place for me? And you can do that in the feedback. When you're giving feedback, you can do that and tell them you're looking for a place for Ausbildung. Alternative, if you don't want to do a practicum, you'll just have to send your application to hospitals and nursing homes and whichever institute it is you want to do your practicum in, to do your Ausbildung in, and tell them you're looking for a practicum Stelle. So, like I said, it's now manna from heaven and it's nothing new. All this information you can find from internet, but that is globally what you really need in order to be able to do this Ausbildung. When you're doing your motivation or you're writing your CV, remember everything is in German. When you're writing your CV, make sure you put every detail, whatever it is you did, whatever college you went to, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. Just add it all in your CV. You never know, it might be a plus for you in whatever branch you're looking for. And another thing, when you're writing your motivational letter, remember, this is a job in the social field, which means you should be somebody who is empathetic, somebody who is flexible, because you need a lot of flexibility in this job. You need a lot of resilience in this job. You shouldn't be scared of blood. You shouldn't be scared of what is copper contact, of contact with other people. Those are the kind of things that maybe you should also include in your motivational letter when you're writing this letter, because those are things that you basically need in order to be able to do this job. So if this video was helpful for you, I'm glad. If there's anything else you'd like, that I haven't included in the video, you are free to write that in the comments. I was thinking the next video I would do would be about the reasons why you should do nursing, or the good things about the positive part of doing nursing in Germany. I'm not talking about any other country, I'm talking about Germany. So maybe I might give you a reason to go ahead and make that application and do all those translations to German and spend your time and energy in investing in getting a place, an Ausbildung place in the nursing. So, having said that, I hope you have a blessed day. I hope you have a beautiful day. Remember, like I said, check out, what's her name again? Kelly Sans at Afro Germany. She's the one who requested this video. Kelly, I hope this was helpful to you, and I'll see you guys in my next.